all the police officers who did a very good job yesterday, you have my full support. 100%. Even if you need a lawyer or you need anything, you have my back, and you have the back of this ministry. And I have your back, actually. And I have your back, and the ministry has your back. And the government has your back. If you are a police officer and you are being threatened with some character saying that you committed any excesses, there is no police officer who committed any excess yesterday. Police officers foiled a coup, and they deserve our defense. They don't carry guns as toys. When you threaten a police officer, you want to kill them. When you target an armory in a police station, when you steal guns, when you ban guns, when you ban a police station, you want us to celebrate you and bring you a birthday cake. We must be serious as a country. And as long as I have this responsibility, a policy responsibility of speaking on behalf of our police officers, we must defend them, because it is now clear the coup plotters are not sleeping. And while they were going around campaigning against policemen for the last 3 weeks, their campaign was not a genuine campaign for the reform of police officers. They wanted to sufficiently scare us and scare the police officers so that they can have a free passage to commit the crimes that we saw yesterday. If it was not for the police officers, we would not be having this country today. We would not even be sitting here to make statements. And therefore, our police officers have my full support, and I will defend them against all the orchestrated attacks that want to paint police officers as if they are lesser human beings and not daughters and sons of this republic. Therefore, it is urgent as a nation to put in place a legal framework that operationalizes Article 37 of the Constitution to ensure that demonstrations are carried out in an orderly manner. This entails providing sufficient information on the planners, purpose, day, time, and demonstrations routes.
These were the explosive words from Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen as he broke his silence on the June 25th Gen Z protests that rocked the nation. With the country still counting losses and mourning lives lost, Murkomen didn't mince his words. In a fiery press statement, he declared what happened on June 25th was not a protest. It was an orchestrated, financed, and coordinated attempt to destabilize and overthrow a democratically elected government. This was an attempted coup. According to Murkomen, police stations were attacked, firearms were stolen, officers were targeted, sensitive government installations were nearly breached, 10 people reportedly dead, though Amnesty Kenya reports 16 fatalities, all from gunshot wounds. Over 23 counties saw unrest. Parliament barricaded, State House surrounded. Yet despite the tension, Murkomen praised law enforcement. Our officers acted with restraint. They saved this country from a collapse. No officer committed excesses. But not everyone is buying this narrative. Activists, Gen Z leaders, and human rights defenders say this was not a coup, but a cry of the people against a government that is deaf to their suffering. They accuse the government of fear-mongering and flipping the script to demonize legitimate protests. Is this the beginning of state repression disguised as national security, or a wake-up call that the government can no longer ignore the power of the youth? This government is scared, and rightly so. The streets are speaking louder than ever. If leaders keep brushing off pain as a rebellion, they'll wake up one day to a revolution they can't control. Whether it was a coup or a cry for help, one thing's clear: Kenya is boiling, and Gen Z just turned up the heat. Don't forget to follow us on all our platforms for more depth and analysis.